Hi everyone, my name is Selma. Today I'm going to talk about my jaw surgery briefly. I'm going to briefly go over my jaw surgery experience, things that helped me during my recovery, like products I bought watching videos like this after, I had my surgery, things that helped me recover, and things and kind of like tips that you should kind of keep in mind when you are recovering from your surgery or preparing for your surgery. So today it is January 3rd. I had my jaw surgery. It's January 3rd, 2022. That sounds weird. I had my jaw surgery on October 29th, 2020. So I'm a year and some change post-op. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is really briefly, I'm going to try to keep it to 2 minutes. I initially went for braces when I was 18 years old, it was April 2018, and then I had my braces on for about a year. I didn't get top braces till the very end. I was supposed to have my surgery in 2019. It got rescheduled because of my insurance. Super annoying. I had a Merit Group, which if you have a Merit Group, you know it's like, or in Maryland, it's the state insurance for like low-income people, whatever. I had to write a freaking paragraph detailing to my insurance why I thought it was a necessary thing, and I had to list all the health reasons, because it's partly a cosmetic surgery but also partly a health related issue surgery. So I had to write them a paragraph, and then they finally approved it, and then my insurance cut out because I had already turned 18, and then I had to wait another year, and then it got approved, and then it finally got scheduled. So I had top braces for about a year longer than I had to, and it caused my top roots in my front two teeth to get really short. Not awesome. And the day before my surgery, or a few days before my surgery, my surgeon had spoken to me, and he told me that the procedure that I was going to be going through, and he told me that I was going to have like the stent. Most of the people whose videos I have seen, they have a stent installed in their teeth and screws in their jaw and whatever. But very last minute, I had, on the day of my surgery, my surgeon was like, you can choose to do a stent and the screws or have your mouth wired shut. I did not want to have my mouth wired shut. Nobody wants to have their mouth wired shut. But he told me about the potential nerve damage that could be caused as a result of having the screws in your mouth and all that. And he, the way he was wording it, he just sounded like he was more comfortable doing or wiring my mouth shut after my surgery. So I'm like, you know what, you do what you feel most comfortable in, because you're the one operating on my face, and I don't want you to be trying out new things on my face. Like, this is not it. So I decided, to go with what he was kind of pushing me towards to do, and that's what we did. So that was October 29th, 2020. I didn't get to record anything post-op because COVID was going on at the time, and honestly, they only allowed one person, me, to be at the hospital. Even like when I had to get picked up, they were outside of the hospital. I didn't have anyone with me after my recovery. Like anyone, like my friends or my family, nobody was there until they were picking me up and kicking me out. And then we started the recovery. I had bought most of my things a little bit before. Some things I didn't buy in time, but we're gonna go over the hygiene supplies, diet supplies, and comfort supplies that I bought upon the recommendation of other YouTubers and my own research, like Google and YouTube. Those were my friends. So the things that you should buy before your surgery, these are all things you should buy before your surgery. Like, these things should be with you here, like already set up for you to use, so when you're actually coming out of surgery, you don't have to do anything. And the first thing is a water pick. I had my my mouth wired shut for 5.5 weeks. I couldn't fully open my mouth for about 7 weeks. And a water pick, straightforward, a water pick. A baby toothbrush, which is pretty like commonly mentioned, because since you can't open your mouth, you can't really reach into anything with like a big adult toothbrush. Interdental cleaners. It's snowing outside, so I got scared. Interdental cleaners. I'll try to put links in the description box of where I bought these things or what I bought, because I don't think I know how to put pictures next to me yet. So, Interdental cleaners. The other thing that I got recommended by a YouTuber was the Farmacy Honey Savior All-in-One Skin Repair Salve. Obviously, you're getting mouth surgery. If you have watched other videos, you know that they're gonna open your mouth so freaking wide and your lips are gonna crack, your face is gonna crack. And to obviously soothe your skin and help the healing process on your skin, that was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. Obviously, I recommend when you're using it to have clean skin, wash your face and then put it on, because if you leave it, it's kind of like it really does smell like honey, like actually honey. So good. I love it. The fifth thing on my list was a shower stool. This I did not know until I came home and I stole my friend's stool and I put it in the shower, because my head got so swollen, like so swollen. I could not even like lean over. I felt like I was a bobblehead and I was gonna just tip over. A shower stool, so you can shower, and when someone's helping you shower, that way you don't have to stand up and put too much strain on yourself. I have a shower. I didn't have a bathtub. And the bathtub was all the way upstairs, and I was not walking 2 flights of stairs for a bathtub. So a shower stool. We have a shower. Number 6, which I think all of these things are really important. It's not like what's more important to what's least important, but it's kind of like hygiene, whatever. It doesn't matter. Number 6, it was a waterproof bed cover and pillow covers. The first night after I came back from my surgery, I got out of the hospital like 2. I got out of the surgery, I don't even remember. I know it was nighttime. I woke up in the middle of the night, and no one told me. I did not hear this on YouTube. I did not hear this from the doctor. I didn't even think of it. Apparently, my friend's mom knew. I did not know that this was gonna happen. I threw up blood. I guess everything, it's going into your stomach when you're having surgery. I didn't even know. I threw up freaking blood and my mouth was wide shut, and I started panicking because I couldn't even open my mouth to throw up. But I just threw up blood. And I remember leaning over this way and spitting into a bucket that I do not have. But I had like a little bowl, kind of like a clear kitchen bowl, and that I threw up into. And I got some blood, unfortunately, on my actual bed. I have a waterproof bed cover, but I still got blood on the side and on the floor, and it looked like there was a murder. Really awful. You're gonna be drooling. There's gonna be snot, and not really snot, but like liquid coming out of your nose, a lot of drool. You don't want to get that on your blankets. Honestly, pillow sheets or pillow cases for like waterproof ones, they're like $10 for a 2-pack at Target. There's ones to protect your mattress, those are around like $30 at Target, and I would definitely recommend those because your pillows and your bed are pretty expensive, and then you don't want that, like, obviously you don't want to stain it. So I'm glad I had what I had. I wish I had more coverage on the one. I didn't, but I wish I did, or I had put down towels or something. I don't know. I'm so mad to this day that there's like a brown stain. You can't tell it's blood, but I know it is because I did it. I know it. Number 7 is little microfiber towels and bibs. Little microfiber towels and bibs. I have the bibs I bought too late because I didn't think I was gonna need them, but I needed them. The great thing is I'm drooling and I'm eating, so I would put the cup of whatever I was eating, I'll put it like right here on the table, and I didn't have to spill anything. It was awesome. I love them. These are like makeup remover towels that I didn't get really till after my surgery for my own personal use. It wasn't even for my surgery, but now that I think about it, I wish I would have had these to wash my face, because like I said, my head was so big. Leaning over into the sink and splashing your face is not ideal. So these are, you know, you wet them, wash your face, do what you gotta do. And no, looks like there's a mess, but whatever. Number 8, absolutely important. I read about it, I didn't really know much about it, are face rollers and face oil. Face oil, I mean, this is just to kind of help the face roller do its thing. I bought this face roller at Sephora. It was 20 bucks. This is not the one I had when I had just gotten out of surgery. I had the little rose quartz, you know, the one with the little edge, and then it had the big roller. I wish I would have rolled my face while I was recovering, while I was still big and swollen. I only rolled this side because I wanted to see if it would help the swelling. Obviously it did. Roll your face, do lymphatic massages. I cannot stress that enough, seriously. Number 9 is my spit bowl and bucket. When I was post-op, obviously I threw up blood into a bucket. I used the condiment containers and I would rinse my mouth with water. Number 11, I didn't buy this till after my what's it called, my recovery, after I had gone out of surgery. I had pillows like these. I had bought this pregnancy pillow for my post-op actually, but I thought I was gonna be able to be comfortable laying that low, and I wasn't. I had to fold this in like half, and I ended up ordering a wedge pillow because I would wake up in the middle of the night crying to my mother, who actually slept with me for like a week here. The back pain was just, it was so unbearable. Get a freaking wedge pillow. Get a wedge pillow. Get a wedge pillow. They're a little pricey, I guess. I mean, I worked at the time when I was buying all these things, but that's why I didn't put that many things on my list. But get a freaking wedge pillow. I love that wedge pillow still. It's still comfortable. The best. Number 12 is talking through your phone. It's not really a product, but it's like I said, when I was post-op and I had just woken up from my surgery, I had the translate thing on my iPhone. I don't know how it really works on an Android. I don't know if they have like the, I'm sure you can figure it out though. I'm sure you can like type something in and it'll read it out loud. I'm pretty sure you're just communicating through your phone. That's it. That's number 12. My tips: do the lymphatic massages. I already mentioned that. Having a proper diet plan. I lost 20 pounds and then I gained 35. No, I didn't gain 35 pounds. I was 140 pounds prior to getting my surgery. And then I went down to obviously 120. Like I said, I lost 20 pounds. And then now I am 155 pounds because I overindulged myself in eating because I couldn't eat anything. And now all I do is eat. And I think I don't work out as much as I used to because I just work and go to school for the most part. So yeah, having a diet plan, being able to have someone take care of you at least in the first 3 to 4 days. I remember after a week and a half, my mom took off 2 weeks to get off work, but I felt like after a week I really just liked being by myself. I had schoolwork, I had things to keep me busy mentally, and I was able to walk up and down the stairs after the first week to go to the kitchen and get food or whatever. So I really just needed her in the first few days. And let's see, surrounding yourself with people and things that make you happy. So just surrounding yourself with things and people that make you happy. If that's watching a show, me, I was doing homework like the day after my surgery because laying in bed will make your bones hurt. 90th thing, because I didn't list these out. Getting some sun and leaving the house. I think after 2 weeks I was going crazy. I had cabin fever. I don't know what it was. I wanted to leave the freaking house so bad. I went to the salon. I got my hair washed finally after 2 weeks. And I have oily hair. I have an oily scalp. And I had dandruff and it was just gross. And they had, you know, they put you in a sink so I didn't have to wash my own hair because my head was so heavy. I got little braids and stuff and I felt so cute. And then I went to go do my eyebrows and my face was swollen. And honestly, when you look at yourself, you don't even feel like that's you. And you're right, it's not. I hated that feeling. Actually, I felt like a stranger in my own body. I felt so ugly and big and swollen and skinny body because I was losing so much weight so fast. Like I had no butt, like no butt, nothing. I look like, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. I hated looking at myself in the mirror. But then I did my hair and I did my eyebrows and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so pretty. And I would just cover this whole part of my face, whatever wasn't swollen, and I was like, that's me. That is me. I just let my eyes show. I was like, that's me. The third part of this is things that I wish I knew. Doing lymphatic massages. I've mentioned this 30 times. Do lymphatic massages. Learn how to do the freaking lymphatic massage. I'm looking at the thing and not the camera. Whatever. Do the lymphatic massages. Face roll up, you know, especially this year. This whole thing, it was just, I look so big. I'll probably like include pictures or videos. In between, but I was just so freaking big. And obviously immediately you will not see anything going down or anything going away, but when you're finally starting to shed that extra fluid, I don't know what to call it, lose the extra fluid off of your face, you'll see that some parts are more swollen than others. I think about your 4th or 5th week. This is my you should start doing your things. Now that I do them, it's too late. My doctor told me it would be gone from a year to a year and a half. I still have some mostly on this side. I see that it's going down slowly, but do the damn lymphatic massages, because right now I would just be perfect. But no. I wish I knew that I would have thrown up blood in the middle of the night. Nobody told me. I didn't hear anything about it. You're gonna throw up blood. If you don't throw up the blood almost immediately, from what I've heard from my mom, you are gonna get a headache, you're gonna get stomach aches because there's blood literally sitting on your stomach. I'm glad I threw it up when I did. I'm not glad that it happened in the middle of the night, but I'm glad that it happened sooner rather than later so that I wouldn't have to be in pain. Number 3, I wish I knew that I would hate water, because I love water now and I loved water before that, so I wish I would know that. And number 4, I wish I knew how uncomfortable sleeping on my back would be. I wish I really did know that. Get the freaking Wedge Pillow. I wish I had a better diet plan so I wouldn't have had to lose that much weight. How much I would drool. I went through a roll or 2 of paper towels before I realized I needed to use reusable towels. Microfiber towels a little better because their cotton ones are a little bit more abrasive, but the microfiber ones, they do the trick. They did the trick for me, at least. Bibs and towels. Okay, this is a really interesting one. It's my number 7. Because of my diet, I ended up taking a lot of protein shakes, and then I ended up switching to like Ensure, which was it has milk in it. And then that was helping me with my energy and helping me get some color back into my face, because I literally looked anemic or sick from how much weight I was losing, which is obviously normal when you're losing that much weight so quickly. And then I started drinking protein shakes, and that really helped a lot. And after a week of drinking protein shakes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the snacks in between, I realized that it threw off my pH balance. And there was a smell. And this is for you girls. The girls, if you're not a girl, you don't have to continue. You can just skip. Watch how much milk you have. 2 protein shakes a day, fine. But drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of juice. Drink something to clean that out. No, you should not be drinking that much milk. For me, at least. When I decreased the amount of protein shakes I was drinking in one day that were just milk based, it went away. Thank God, because that was the most disgusting smell I have ever smelled in my entire life. Number 8. Everybody talks about it, but you don't really know until you know. And this is the mentality I would have about being emotional, feeling vulnerable, and body dysmorphia. When I was sick, well, I wasn't sick, but I felt like I was sick. When I had my jaw surgery and I was swollen, and I'm sorry, and I was ugly. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't recognize myself. And then, the day after my surgery, I think 2 days after my surgery, I went back to the hospital. I got so swollen, everything got so swollen, I could not breathe. I was gonna tough it out, but I could not freaking breathe. I felt like then they put some like IV fluid in my system, and then I felt so much better, and then I could breathe. So that was awesome, sort of. That's why you have to surround yourself with people that you like. And then when I would talk to my friends, I'd be like, yeah, like I feel so bad. And I loved my friends when they would call me and visit me and, you know, tell me about their day, because I was not living anything. I just wanted to hear someone else talk. I couldn't talk for 5.5 weeks, like properly. I really couldn't. I wish I had known how much of an emotional impact that would have on me. I didn't really know. I had never gone through anything like that. It was my first time having any surgery and going under anesthesia like that. So I don't regret any of it, but I just wish I would have had a better understanding on how to handle my emotions and my interactions with other people. My tip number 9, or what I wish I knew, and my last one is, I wish I knew how long it would take to get approved by my insurance. It took months. And then when I finally got it approved, my insurance did not get renewed. I had to do it because I had just turned 18 and I renew my own insurance like an adult. And the qualification paragraph that I wrote was extensive. I don't have the patience to continue looking for it. So what I basically wrote in my petition to get my surgery approved, I went online and I looked up symptoms or like side effects of having a class 3 crossed over underbite. I looked up those things, and then they gave me a long, extensive list of side effects of having this condition. And then I went through each one and I picked out what I had experienced. When I went to the doctors, they had told me, you know, your insurance is, you know, it's state insurance, so they're not gonna want to cover a surgery that's $20,000 plus. It was a $25,000 surgery. They were not gonna want to cover it. I put absolutely everything that was even remotely I had ever experienced in my life. It was a long list. I wrote a freaking paragraph to those people, explaining to them, sent them a long ass list. I do not regret. I am sad that I didn't get to do my surgery sooner. I do not regret having my surgery at all. I am so happy with my freaking results. Like, I could not have asked. I mean, I could have, but I'm really grateful that I went through with it. It was very difficult, and every time that I would look at myself, or I would feel some type of way, like sad or just like uncomfortable or mad, anything, any negative emotion that I would feel, I'd be like, you are never gonna regret this. Like, you have wanted this ever since you knew it could be something that they could fix. Like, I would sometimes look at myself when I was younger before I had the surgery, and I was like, back when I didn't know that I had a class 3 underbite, class 3 crossed over underbite, I was like, something's wrong with my teeth, something's wrong with my face, I don't know what it is. I hated my side profile, didn't freaking know until I went to the orthodontist, and they were like, yeah, you need braces and you are probably gonna need surgery. She just looked at me and she knew. I was like, why didn't the other dentist that I visited before tell me this? So that made me really mad. I wish I would have had braces sooner. I wish I would have had my surgery sooner. That's the only thing I regret, not having done it sooner. So if you're thinking about having face surgery, I'm 21 now. I was 20 at the time of my surgery. I was 18 when I 17. I was actually 17 when I first found out that I should be having surgery in the first place. And then so it took me 3 years to actually get my surgery together. It was a really long process. I was so anxious to actually getting it done. I am forever grateful that I got it done, and I feel so happy with how my teeth look and my face looks now, except with the swelling that I didn't do. But hopefully, if I keep doing my, my massages, it'll be gone by this coming summer 2022. I'm gonna put a list of, or a link to the items that I listed in the first part of the video. Okay, if the angle looks different, it's because I did not know how to do that outro. I just wanted to say thank you if you are watching my video, and I hope that you find it useful if you are watching it because you are about to have your surgery and you are trying to get more knowledgeable. I think one of the things I didn't mention, how numb my face got. A lot of people talk about it, so if you watched other videos, you've heard it. My whole face from like here down got numb, from my eyes really to the bottom of my chin got numb. Some parts of my face are still numb, and those are things that my doctor discussed with me that would happen. So if your doctor has discussed with you, if you are in that stage, it is face surgery where there are a lot of nerves. My chin is still numb, the tip of my nose is still numb, the place here where I'm still swollen, numb, this one numb, my bottom lip for the most part, like the bottom of my lip is numb. I still do not regret it. If you were to ask me, or if you have done all your research and you feel like this is for you and you want to go through with it, go through with it. I promise you, you will not regret it. Even in the moment, even when I was in pain, I can't speak for anybody else. Even when I was in pain, I was like, I'm doing this and it's gonna be worth it. No matter how much pain I was in, I never said I regret having the surgery. Never ever. And to this day, I don't regret it. So beauty is pain. Here I am. And I'll probably put in some before picture, like right before my surgery, how my teeth looked real quickly before they fuck up my face. This is my bite right now and my acne. Yeah, not cute. I'm breaking out everywhere. Disgusting. They have a little pink thingy to your heart. That's so cool. I'm really excited. My side profile. This is my side profile now. And I love it. So oh, and Happy New Year's.